everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. In Chancellor Park, Harrison is happily chattering with Claire, while Summer turns to her mother to vent that this is exactly what she does not want. They're feeding ducks. Maybe it's harmless, suggests Phyllis. This isn't the point to Summer. They march over, and Harrison says they are having fun. He hugs his mom and grandma. Harrison happily says he was kidnapped by a witch with Claire, and she says he's the bravest boy. He wants to get Claire a lucky charm. Phyllis makes a point of introducing herself to Claire as Harrison's very protective grandma. Claire says it's nice Harrison has so many people to protect him. Kyle watches as Phyllis starts sniping about how people don't listen to warnings. Harrison wants to play, but his mom says they need to get home for lunch. He wants to bring Claire, but Summer says they have other plans. As Victoria and Claire leave, Victoria asks Kyle to think about what they discussed earlier. Phyllis and Harrison go off to the playground and Summer asks Kyle, "How could you do this to me?" He says this was unplanned and Harrison was happy to see Claire. Summer rehashes the kidnapping. Claire may have been a victim, but she is also a reminder of the trauma. Kyle thinks today was a step to getting back to normal. She adds that every time she sees Claire, she is traumatized and accuses him of not respecting her wishes and keeping that woman away. He doesn't think what happened today is a big deal and treating Claire as a villain won't help their son. When he asks if they can be done talking about this, she asks him what Victoria was talking about when she left. Kyle claims she just wants people to give her daughter a chance. "It doesn't have to be us," she says. Kyle thinks she's just trying to protect Claire, but Summer doesn't think that he needs to get dragged into this when her new cousin has the whole Newman family. She accuses Kyle of ignoring all the boundaries she's set up. Harrison and Phyllis return. Kyle offers to make grilled cheese for his son and Summer, insists on going along in case Claire shows up. At the Abbott manse, Jack is shocked when Diane says that leaving may be the only way for her to deal with the anger she has at him. She worries about him relapsing thanks to the risks that he took for Nikki. Thank God Nikki was sober enough to call the EMTs for him. They argue about his choices. She's sure that people at AA would tell him he made a horrific mistake. He'll own that but explains he made a desperate choice in the moment and it worked. He wishes he could make it up to her. Diane is sure he will say whatever it takes to keep her from leaving. When Jack keeps apologizing, she reminds him that he put Nikki first and she doesn't know what to do with that. She doesn't want her anger to cause him to relapse. Jack insists the only thing he's craving is her trust. Diane still worries that he wants to be high. He insists he is strong, but she's convinced that the best thing is for her to remove herself from this situation so he won't risk cracking. Diane needs time to think about what's happened and think about what's ahead. "I want the two of us to find a way to work through this together," he says, taking her hand. Diane hates that they are even having this discussion. She wants him to go to meetings. He agrees to that for the sake of their happiness and his well-being. It kills him that he's hurt her this deeply. His wife makes it clear that it will take a lot more than an apology for this to be okay. Jack begs her not to leave. It crushes his heart that he did anything to destroy what they have. This is all too much for her, and she wants to go to work. Before she can go, he asks her to assure him they are in a slightly better place. Diane still needs time. After Diane leaves, Summer and Kyle bring Harrison home. They are surprised to see Jack there. He pastes on a smile for Harrison as they talk ducks until Summer leads the boy away for grilled cheese. Kyle senses something is wrong with his father. Jack says Diane is stressed and on edge. His son is grateful that they didn't lose him last night, but his mom's anger seems next level. If there is a bigger issue, he hopes that his father can tell him about it. Jack admits that his wife thinks he went too far, but he felt like he had no options. Kyle can see how broken up his mom is. Jack hopes she will eventually understand why he did what he did. Kyle asks, "What if that doesn't happen?" Jack changes the subject by asking about Kyle's issues with his mom. Kyle admits she's been accusing him of undermining her. Jack thinks Kyle still resents her getting the position he wanted.